What's up, everyone? It's your boy, Dave.
Yeah, boy!
And with me, as always, is my hype man, Shane.
Hello.
A.K.A. the Shane Board.
Beep, boop.
A.K.A., again, Shane Dog.
Woof, woof. I don't know about that one. It flows, but, I don't feel like barking. I
mean,
know.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Also known as Shane Nasty.
Ew.
I like that one. Use that one.
Yeah, that one's good.
And with me, as always, is Ramblin' Russell,
I'm Russell.
a.k.a. Russellmania.
Rar.
What?
A.k.a. Russell.
Russell, yes, correct.
I need to get you a third nickname.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
This is the DQB Does Hostful, where we talk about all things movies and entertainment news, and sometimes we talk about trailers and death and
Games.
stuff and games.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we have a lot of depth to
Yeah,
talk
there's a
about
lot
this
of
week.
death. Welcome to the death episode.
I don't. Do we want to rattle them off real fast?
We can. Want me to? Last week,
Yeah,
we lost Meatloaf,
possibly to COVID.
possibly to COVID. We also lost the same day. We lost Louis Anderson,
To lymphoma, I believe.
lymphoma. And then, was it today?
It was
Yesterday?
this week, today or yesterday. Peter Robbins, the voice actor for Charlie Brown in the Peanuts TV show. Okay. Just randomly decided to play audio. Thanks. The Charlie Brown voice actor died at 65 by suicide, apparently. And I was trying to find if there was any, if he was sick or if he had, had issues before. Fox 5, which is a San Diego Fox news station, Phil Blauer was a close friend of the voice actor over the past 25 years, says he had closely followed the voice actor's ups and downs, from interviewing him in jail because of criminal threats he made against several people, including San Diego County Sheriff Bill Gore, to speaking with him when he was in rehab battling an addiction to drugs and alcohol. So it sounds like the guy had a lot of problems.
Yeah, Jesus.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I never knew anything about him. Robbins started voice acting as Charlie Brown in 1963. Also in several more Peanuts cartoons. He adored the character so much he had a tattoo of Charlie Brown and Snoopy on his arm.
That's kind of sweet.
Apparently he had bipolar disorder. So that, yeah.
So some history of mental illness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
history of mental illness and some substance abuse and a few things going on there that, I mean, I'm sure not a lot of people knew about.
Right. That's rough.
Yeah. Unfortunate. We have the suicide hotline here.
Good.
I had it.
I'm glad you looked it up. I was going to look it up, but I forgot.
I had it, and now I don't have it because I'm super professional. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline 1-800-273-8255. If you or a loved one is feeling distressed, please remember help is available through the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273-8255. But yeah. Yeah.
I'm sad now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I am
let's
too.
let's not be so sad. Talk about something else, unless we want to further talk about the other two deaths.
I just want to say that, the Meatloaf kind of hit me a little hard because my dad was a huge fan of Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Huge fan. So Meatloaf already had a special place in my heart anyways.
Right.
So That was
Yeah, it's
rough.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Edward Norton posted on Instagram the picture from Meatloaf playing Robert Paulson
Mm-hmm.
in Fight Club, and like posted like kind of a sweet thing, talking about how Meatloaf,
Meatloaf?
yeah,
Meatloaf.
how he would just always hug people and stuff, and it was pretty cool. It was actually especially cool to see like Edward Norton, who's notorious for being a dick, post it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Something
it was
that's
kinda
kinda
sweet.
heartfelt.
Yeah,
I saw something about Jack Black posting about him too.
yeah. I mean, he seemed to be like a very beloved guy.
Yeah.
The Louis Anderson one hit me kind of hard. Like I wasn't expecting it because, I mean, I haven't really kept up with Louis in a long
Yeah.
time.
I knew
But,
he was sick because I'd seen something about it like a year or so ago, or maybe longer.
Oh, really? Yeah, I hadn't seen that he was sick. But I used to watch this cartoon called Life with Louis.
Oh yeah.
I've seen
And,
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to love that fucking cartoon. I watched it all the time, and so I didn't know there's not a lot of episodes. I thought it was on longer than what it was. Like weird time distortion thing from
Yeah.
being a kid.
Right.
But
Right.
But yeah, so I was just like, I seen it, and I was just like, I was just like, fuck.
Yeah. There's been a lot of that.
He also like
Unfortunately.
I think one of the last things he did was that show on FX with Zach Galifianakis, Baskets,
Yeah.
where he played Zach's mom.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing an interview with him where I think it was on Conan or something, where they asked him about it, and he's like where you got your like style, your inspiration. He's like, oh, my mom. He's like, I picked things my mom would wear.
Okay.
What a sweet guy.
Do we want to do other news now?
We should.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's go into other news.
make it happy.
R.I.P. to Meatloaf, Louis Anderson, and the guy I can't remember from Peanuts.
Peter Robbins.
Peter
Robbins.
Robbins.
Okay, so we have some movie news. Halloween Ends begins production. So that'll close out the Halloween franchise, hopefully.
Yep.
At least the current trilogy.
I hope they don't try to run it too long like they do with most horror franchises.
Well, it's literally supposed to be the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Also, Halloween's been
So,
going on since the 70s. so-
Studio, yeah. Well, that's what I mean, right? Like it ran, and then they didn't even keep continuity and then they had to reboot it twice, and
Right.
Fair.
yeah, just do this and call it quits.
I agree. As much as I love Halloween movies, it's about time. We can put Michael away.
put it to rest. Yeah, come up with something new, or at least like run the stuff that's newer out. You know, because like it's weird, right? Because like you start with like Freddy and Jason and Michael, and like they've had movies from the 70s until now,
Right.
and then like 10 years later you got some guys, and like maybe some of those guys are still going, and then 10 years later you've got some guys, and maybe those guys are, so now we've got like 200 franchises that are currently running instead of like 5.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So it's like I don't know. No.
Although I'd watch a new Freddy movie. I'd watch a new Nightmare.
I don't know. I haven't watched that many of those. I think I've watched more of the Halloween movies than I have of any of the other main franchises.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you can come to my house and we can watch them all. Not on tape. They're expensive.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say on tape. So there's a tandem news. One is that the Mortal Kombat sequel from New Line is moving forward. Apparently with the Moon Knight writer Jeremy Slater.
That I thought
okay.
was interesting.
Yeah. That guy already has another job,
Yeah.
and like Moon Knight isn't even out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm super hype about Moon Knight. I won't talk about it at length in this episode. I'm sorry.
Oh, really? I thought you were gonna.
Yeah, I was close. I was close to start talking about Moon Knight again, but
I was wondering if there's gonna be an episode where we don't mention Marvel at all, but
No,
nope, snuck it in there.
not one.
love you both.
You're welcome.
Bill from Indy sent me a Reddit post today that was like the rankings of all the Marvel movies, like
Mhm.
all the Marvel properties, period. Like, so it had like Blade and the old Fantastic Fours and all the X-Men movies and shit in there, ranked by their Rotten Tomatoes score. And
Okay.
like, I think Winter Soldier was a 90 and Black Panther was a 97, 96 or 97. Black Panther was number 1 and like Winter Soldier was like 14 or something.
Whoa.
So Rotten Tomatoes is wrong, is what you're telling me?
Yeah. Well, their score is also different, is also weird.
Yeah.
Their score is the percentage of people who gave it a favorable score, not like an
How
actual
favorable.
rating. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So
Okay.
like 96% of all scores were 6 or higher for Black Panther, where 90% of all scores were 6 or higher for Winter Soldier, which still
Okay. I mean, I can kind of see that. Like Winter Soldier's kind of like got its little niche thing going on.
but I just thought it was interesting. I give Bill from India a shout out. Also giving a shout out to Devin for sending me the information about Mortal Kombat.
What up, Bill? What up, Devin?
The other piece of news that's tangential and may or may not have anything to do with this. The Rock says that he is bringing one of the biggest, most badass games to screen. Can't tell you what right now, but it's something that he's played for years.
Crash Bandicoot
Yeah. Dave thinks it's Crash
Yeah.
Bandicoot.
or Qbert.
I think it's a re-release of 2003's Doom, remastered, ready for your Blu-ray 8K player.
Ooh.
So I guess
K. That's a lot of K's.
the direct quote is, "We're bringing one of the biggest, most badass games to screen, one that I've played for years." So it makes it sound like it's a new property, but I don't know.
Tetris.
So Ed Boon, if you don't know who Ed Boon is, and while we're talking about Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon is one of the creators of Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay. It's still going to be Tetris.
He tweeted he'd make a great Shao Kahn. He retweeted the news about The Rock,
Yeah.
and he tweeted that
I-
he'd make a great Shao Kahn.
I
mean,
definitely think he would make a great Shao Kahn. But also I'm still caught up on, I think it's a new franchise.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, it's Master Chief, right? Like, because he was rumored to be playing Master Chief like years ago anyway.
that's true.
We're
Maybe.
supposed to be getting a Halo movie. Like, where they moved forward with, like, whatever, the script or whatever. So, like,
He could be Master Chief.
I
I
don't
can
know.
see him as
I
Master
think-
Chief.
I mean,
Yeah.
he could be Master Chief.
I could totally see him as Master Chief. I think that would be good. I hope
yeah.
Emily Blunt plays Cortana.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I
Sure.
agree.
I'm into that.
I liked their chemistry in Jungle Cruise.
Yeah. Weird,
watched that.
weird, random movie that we watched, and it's actually not terrible.
Yeah,
It's a random like Disney movie about a fucking ride at Disney.
yeah, with Metallica incorporated into the OST. So-
dude,
What?
like
Really?
the
Yeah.
movie started in like Nothing Else Matters, like some weird orchestral version of Nothing Else Matters starts
Yeah.
playing, and I'm like, am I gonna like a fucking random Disney movie? And then I did, and I was like, okay, this is
Really?
weird.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot
It's
of
fun. It's definitely like, you know, for kids and shit, but it's also
Yeah.
got like some like undead pirates that are made of weird shit.
Yeah, it's totally
Ooh.
like
I like weird shit pirates.
Pirates 6 or whatever.
Yeah, it's
we're on.
basically Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah,
but not.
Pirates of the Caribbean. I liked Nathan's National Treasure.
Yeah,
I
it's
kind
got
of
a
got some
little
of those
bit of
vibes
that in there.
So it's like
Oh,
National
okay.
Treasure meets Pirates of the Caribbean.
hmm
That sounds pretty dope, actually.
Yeah.
I got 2 more pieces of news. The next one isn't a movie. I think it's a limited series on Hulu. Is it a movie or a limited series? The Pam and Tommy thing.
Limited animated series.
It's not animated.
It's not animated?
No, dude. It's got like Sebastian Stan is playing fucking.
No, that's the biopic. Wait, is it the same thing?
I think that's the
now
same
I'm
thing.
Confused because I thought
Whoa.
I thought there were two different things going on.
Is that? I might be confused.
I don't have a phone.
I'm looking,
which
man.
is mildly detrimental to me being able to look stuff up.
The series which stars Lily James and Sebastian Stan.
So why the fuck is Jason Mantzoukas playing Tommy's penis?
Whoa,
Jason Mantzoukas is voicing Tommy Lee's penis in Hulu's Pam and Tommy.
Oh my
This
God.
is per AV Club.
Is it going to be like an Office style where it's just got like a black background? It's just his penis. He's like, so there I was.
Dude, that would be amazing.
It's, God damn it! If it was like on HBO or something and not on Hulu, well, maybe on Hulu, but I don't know. HBO would definitely do it if it was like they're shooting the porn, shooting their tape, and it's like, you know, Jason Mantzoukas is like, you know. So I was sitting there and we were doing the thing, and you know.
That's fucking wild. You look him up on IMDb. Hey, what are you known for? Tommy Lee's penis.
Dude, if anybody's gonna do it, it's Jason Mantzoukas.
That's true. I do love that man. Zookas.
I do love him, but sometimes I'm also like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I want him and Jake Johnson. Yeah, Jake. I call him Jack all the time. Jake Johnson from New Girl, who plays Nick Miller.
Okay, yeah.
I want Jason Mantzoukas and Jake Johnson to do a like a buddy, not like a buddy cop, because Jake already did a buddy cop movie, but like some sort of buddy movie where they're just like best friends going on a wild adventure.
Ooh, I'd watch that.
Dude, that would be amazing.
I really like Jason in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
He's great in that.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, so like apparently they had to talk Hulu into letting them have a talking penis. So the showrunner Robert Siegel explains it took some convincing for Hulu. This is still from the AV Club. Well, it's from the AV Club from Variety. Fucking people quoting other interviews. I think it might be a first for television. There was some gentle pushback because you've got to push back a little when a talking penis is presented to you, but Hulu was extremely supportive, he says.
You gotta push that penis.
Hold on.
Sorry.
And it seems like it was just as ridiculous to film as it sounds. Craig Gillespie, who directed the series, tells Variety that filming those scenes was just awkward. He explains, "You've got 4 puppeteers working with an animatronic penis."
Oh my God.
I need to know if it's this. I need to know.
And then how much is too much? And do you start to lose emotional torment of his emotional torment of what's going on? Hopefully it works.
What the fuck?
I need to know if it's the same puppeteers from Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, that we're working the tentacles.
Yeah, because if so, that's going to be some good penis puppetry.
Stan appears to have embraced the silliness of it all, saying, "By the end of it, I treated it like it was an intimate buddy conversation that one might have when they're falling in love." What the fuck?
Yes. Fucking yes.
So we're watching this for the show, right?
Apparently. This is just fucking ridiculous.
Yes. I love it.
Oh, man.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to watch it. I am mildly disappointed that it won't be Sebastian Stan's penis.
God damn it,
Well,
Russell.
the puppeteers aren't Jim Henson.
I'm just curious.
I know you are. So is everyone else. Honestly, I think everyone else wants to see it too.
Yeah, he didn't accidentally tweet his penis out. Like,
that's America's penis.
So much support.
Oh man, can you imagine accidentally getting your dick pic leaked and like that's what everyone says? That's America's penis.
You just
Congrats, man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
I mean, congrats on two fronts. Congrats on the support that everyone came out
Congrats
for.
on the penis.
Congrats on the tree trunk.
And
Yeah.
congrats to America.
And
Yeah.
Congrats to America. We're well endowed. Well, one of us is.
Does not speak for the rest of us. Sorry.
Well, that solves the question. If aliens show up wanting to fuck someone, who are we sending? Obviously, we're sending Chris Evans.
You know,
Wow.
every time I'm driving here, I'm like, wonder if we'll not talk about penises. And you know what? We always talk about penises.
Yeah.
Two things in life are guaranteed, man. Two fucking things. Shane and I will talk about Marvel, and we will all talk about dick.
Welcome to the Dickcast.
Oh my god. I
love this show.
have one more thing to talk about. One more news thing to talk about, and then if we have time for my other thing, we can talk about it. The baby on the cover of Nevermind lost his lawsuit. Fuck
Fuck
him.
a baby suing, but
So that album came out in
the sequel to Boss Baby, right?
no. It came out in like what 92 or 94, somewhere in there.
Yeah, something
right
like
around there.
around there.
And because Kurt Cobain died in 94.
Yes.
So-
Nevermind was, I think, 92.
92. Okay, so he was a baby in 92, so that'd make him like 20, 30 years old now.
Yeah,
20,
yeah,
30
he's like
years
our
old.
age.
He's 30. A little younger than us. So this guy has like tattoos of the album title.
91. was
91.
Nevermind.
Okay. So he's like 31, 32, somewhere in there. He has like tattoos of the album title. He has recreated the cover for money
Like several times.
more
right?
than once.
Like with his actual penis out.
I don't know.
Probably not.
Maybe if it was for money. He's signed records like and made money off of it.
Yeah.
Like this guy is literally just trying to make money off of it, and now he's like being like, "Oh, I was a baby. It's child porn.
I was
You can't-
abused. Yeah.
I was abused by them and stuff," and like trying to sue the like the Cobain trust and like and everything, his estate, and get
Didn't-
money from everyone else that's
Yeah,
still alive.
Didn't they re-release it a few years later with the penis?
Like,
edited out?
most of the stuff you get now has the penis edited out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Like, I don't know. I thought the cover was weird when I saw it when I was a kid, but
Same. It's still a weird cover.
yeah, it's still a weird
Yeah,
cover, but
for
like
sure.
it's like it's supposed to be art, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like art has weird like loopholes for things.
Yeah.
Like there's fucking like statues of
Baby
naked women
penis.
and
It's true.
naked dudes and like cherubs that look like babies
Yeah.
and all this shit,
Yeah.
right? And it's all like, you know, Renaissance art and different forms of art, or like you could have a brand new fucking painting and they can show it in a TV show and it's got like tits in it on like, you know, prime time where it's, you know, TV 14 maybe.
Right.
But because it's art, it's okay.
Yeah. Because it's fake.
Well,
I mean, the boobies are fake.
yeah. But like it works similarly with photos. As
Fair.
long as they're like, you know, supposed to be art. Isn't, you know, there's a difference between art and pornography, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
want to
like
hear this argument in a courtroom.
what? The difference between art and
Like,
pornography?
No. Some dude gets arrested for like however many gigs of child porn, and he's like, "It's art, man."
Well, yeah.
And the judge is like,
No, it's
like
porn.
1 or 2 pictures in an artistic manner. You have 6,000 photos. You're going to prison.
Yeah, and also
As they
like the
should.
difference between is usually
it would be like
no.
it
We're
would
not
be
gonna
one of
talk
those
about child porn
not,
in
yeah.
that way.
it would be one it'd be one of those not the Onion like things.
Yeah,
you know
not
what I mean?
the Onion. Yeah, guy tries to argue his case for 600 gigs of child porn to be art. Yeah, that would definitely be a not the Onion thing. I'm pretty sure Duger tried to do that.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about those people either.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I agree with you. Like,
yeah, there's
like
a difference between art and porn.
There's a big difference between art and porn.
And the cover is definitely
some of it's
art.
intent because,
yeah, for sure.
You know, but
right.
This is a weird topic.
No, but like, you know, like porn is clearly like for a certain purpose.
Yeah.
What's that purpose?
For like arousal.
Yeah.
What's that?
Is to arouse you.
What's arousal?
When you get a fucking hard on, bro.
What's that? I'm innocent. Ooh.
That's arousal, and that's a hard on.
Ooh.
You're welcome.
You know that's on video, right? Did you remember we were doing
Yeah,
that?
it's a video gag.
Okay.
We can do visual gags now.
Not for this particular one, though.
Yeah, this isn't going to actually get released on video, so.
Yeah.
That's why we're all currently shirtless.
Yep.
Yeah.
No pants.
I have a bow tie.
But there you go, guys. If you're listening, we are going to video soon.
We're going to try to go to video soon.
We're taking this particular podcast to video, hopefully soon in the future.
Yes. But anyway, the old argument. What's the old argument like that? You know, I know porn when I see it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, it is hard to like determine the difference between something that is exploitive and something that is artistic, right?
Yeah.
I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, I mean, a baby swimming naked should not be sexualized.
No, it's
like,
not
there
sexually.
should not be anyone out there
No.
sexualizing it.
Yeah. He's grabbing
Exactly.
$1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's obviously art because like it has like a metaphoric principle to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
When I try to do it, though, it's not art.
Well,
I mean, it could
that's
be if it's
'cause-
not photographed from like your asshole first, you know.
Yeah. And you were
not
in-
Peter Steele.
You were
Yeah.
in my hot tub, and there were no cameras.
That's gross because your hot tub is like not functioning. Has the lid even been off of that?
That's true. Yes, I opened the lid for like a second because I couldn't figure out what smelt funny in the backyard.
Oh no.
And
Was it that?
I was wondering if there was something dead in it, and there was not. But then you found like the skeleton of a possum a week later.
Oh yeah.
You guys got a hot tub and just now telling me?
It doesn't
It
work.
doesn't work,
Fuck.
and it's
You
gross. It needs cleaned.
just
and
put
like
water
the
in
deck
it.
around it needs fixed.
We're not taking pictures of your butthole in a hot tub.
I don't need that.
Shane speaks for himself. If you want to start an OnlyFans, I will photograph your butthole, but I want 50%. Don't
Deal.
care that it's
Also
your
want,
butthole.
like, a
I'm
clean-
photographing.
Clean fucking phone or camera to do it with because I'm not doing it on my phone. And I would hope that Russell wouldn't do it on his phone and just be like, "Oh yeah, I remember when I took those. What a fond memory."
I hope my mom doesn't listen to this episode. Hi, Mom.
Your son is innocent. It's the people that he hangs out with that are not.
Yeah, that's very
That's
true.
what I'm sticking with.
And like, out of all the people in the world, I mean, come on, man. She's already seen your butthole.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
Not
like,
wrong. Maybe not recently.
not that I know of. All right, let's not talk about that. That's
Mom, I
weird.
need help.
Dave needs an adult, and Shane and I do not count.
Amen.
Anyway,
I winked at the camera, but no one's gonna see
I think that's all the news I have. Basically, fuck this kid for trying to get money off of them because like none of the stuff that he's ever tried to sue them for has ever happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's whatever. Like, I don't know, fucking lawsuits are I remember Suburban Commando. One of my favorite lines, even as a kid, one of my favorite lines was like the neighbors being a prick to Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan's like, "What are you gonna do? You gonna beat me up?" And he's like, "Fucking," because he's this big buff
Yeah.
dude and his nerdy little neighbor. The nerdy little neighbor looks at him. He's like, "Nah, man, I'm gonna sue you."
So the America having a litigious society is actually propaganda of corporations to keep you from suing them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like everybody always talks about how litigious America is.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about this on the show before. I swear to God.
Well, I just but not on this episode. So
okay.
I was setting you up for context.
So like everybody talks about the litigious nature of America, and whenever they do, they bring up the hot coffee incident where the lady went through the drive-through and got coffee from McDonald's, and it was too hot, and it was coffee, so it should be hot. So it's her own fault for getting burned when she spilled it, blah blah blah, and all this stuff.
Right.
She shouldn't have sued, blah blah blah. Well, that lady, like, she almost died. She almost fucking died.
Yeah.
Because of how burnt she got from this coffee.
Yeah.
It was also like 100 fucking degrees hotter than it needed to be. To be coffee. And they found out that like almost every fucking McDonald's in the country got their coffee that hot on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So it not only changed like a lot of litigation stuff, but it also cost McDonald's a shitload of money, not only because they had to pay her, but because they had to go through and they had to fix their coffee machines in every fucking McDonald's in the country.
Every store.
Yeah.
And the coffee probably tasted better.
She did almost die. She also had to have reconstructive surgery on her vagina.
Yes. Because she spilled it in her lap.
That's fucking traumatizing.
Yeah. And she got like 3rd degree burns and 4th degree burns, I believe. Like, on her crotch and groin area, including her genitals. Like, that lady deserved every penny she got from McDonald's and more.
Sure. And wasn't something faulty with the lids?
Yeah. Like, it wasn't her fault that she spilled it either, because that was the other contention, right? Like, coffee's supposed to be hot, and that bitch shouldn't have spilled it on herself anyway. And that's not what happened.
Yeah.
Like, the coffee was 100 degrees over the temperature it needed to be.
I bet the coffee tasted like shit.
It probably tasted like ashes.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, how fucking hot do you need your coffee?
Yeah.
Different types of coffee, along with different types of tea, have a threshold that they shouldn't be brewed above.
Yeah.
Because then you scald the flavoring out of like the tea herbs or the herbs. You scald the flavoring out of the beans or the herbs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, and the all of that, that has become prevalent in pop culture started because McDonald's ran a campaign against this woman to make it seem like it was a frivolous lawsuit. And it's happened more than once in other situations, but that's like the most famous one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To basically like be like, well, if something weird happens to you, then it's your own fucking fault. Don't sue over it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck McDonald's.
Fuck corporations in general.
Yeah, fuck corporations.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Speaking of fucking corporations, there's something that you wanted to talk about, I think. A movie that's all about fucking corporations and how it was changed by a country that's
Yes.
a piece of shit.
Yes, I do want to talk about that.
Do you need the article?
So, I think I got it.
Okay.
So China did a China thing.
As they do.
As one does.
Yeah. And I'm all for when in Rome. But this is a little far, and it also like pisses me off because like I have a fairly long-standing disdain for corporations and like kind of the way the system has turned into. Not the intention of the systems so much, like our particular systems in America, or I mean, it's kind of across the globe. But so China decided to change the ending to Fight Club. Now, if you haven't seen Fight Club in a long time, Fight Club is a fairly in-depth movie. At its surface, it is like a frat boy fucking dudes punch each other and stuff gets blown up. On the surface, but like if you actually watch this movie, like there is so much fucking depth to Fight Club, which is what I appreciate about it the most. And it's kind of like it's basically the movie is, I mean, it's punk rock. Like,
it's very.
Yeah,
It's
very.
as fuck.
It's fuck the system.
Yeah.
Like, don't hold us down. And what happens at the end of the movie that I feel like has kind of been lost in translation and people don't quite get is that the buildings that get blown up are the credit bureaus. So like they're basically resetting everyone's credit like to zero, which I mean in theory wouldn't actually work because of clouds and systems and stuff now. But
Yeah.
Well, you just got to hit them all.
I mean, it would be.
Yep.
That's the thing. Like,
it would be a big statement regardless.
everyone says the cloud, like it's up in the air, right? It's just going to another hard drive somewhere else.
So that's where clouds are.
All right, Taco. Like,
yeah, but it's more like I don't know exactly where exactly all of the clouds are located or how people
basically
are
where the
backing up their
servers are,
data and
the
stuff like
backups.
that. But
yeah, basically you'd have to get all of that, which is way
Yeah.
harder than like when everything's centralized in like 5 buildings.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So the end is they blow up the buildings like for
Right.
the credit bureaus
Because this is from 1999.
Yeah, from 1999, which like is a very strong sentiment, and the movie holds a very strong sentiment. It also does tackle, I mean, there's like a mental illness at play here.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
For sure,
Some
and
DID.
yeah, and
Been so long since I've seen that movie.
so China changed the ending to where the authorities win. And they just apparently show up. And I am curious to watch it because I want to see the Asian guy they got to play Edward Norton.
There's no playing anything.
So what did they
It's
see? I
just
don't know
like
exactly
they
how
just-
the ending played out.
They just wipe it out. They just like, before the buildings blow up, it's just fade to black, text scroll. And it's like,
That's even worse.
yeah, so before the buildings blow up, fade to black, text scroll. The police figured it out. They stopped them from blowing up the buildings. Everyone was arrested. Durden goes to an insane asylum. He was released in 2012.
That's so 1942 Germany. I can't even like.
Right?
I
Yeah.
can't even.
Yeah.
Right.
That is
Ugh.
fucking wild.
It is.
That's so much worse than what I had imagined.
No. They didn't even like reshoot anything or anything like that. They just were just like, fuck that text scroll.
That also means like my favorite line is gone. Like my
Mhm.
favorite line in that movie is when he looks at Marla at the end and he's like, "You met me at a strange time in my life."
Yeah, it's a great line.
It's such a great
I
line.
need to rewatch that. It's been so long.
Yeah,
And it's
so
punk as fuck.
this kid at work, I don't know if he listens to the show or not, but he I don't remember what I was talking to him. Oh, I was like, hey, we were talking about people that died, and I said something about Meatloaf, because Meatloaf was in Fight Club. We said that earlier, but we're saying it again now because we're talking about Fight Club again.
Yeah, Fight Club.
And I was like, you know who Meatloaf is, right? And he's like, no. I was like, he's like 21. I'm like, or 22, I think. And I was like, Fight Club? No. You've never seen Fight Club? No. All right, you need to go home and watch Fight Club tonight. It's like, man, I got like this long list of movies I need to watch. Like, no, bro, like
Watch Fight Club.
This is a real movie. This is an important movie. You should go watch
Yes.
it. And then later we were talking about something else. Oh, we were talking about if this was a simulation, if like life was a simulation and shit. And I was like, and he said this like series of things, and I was like, yeah, that's basically the plot of the Matrix. He's like, oh, well, I'd never seen it. It's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? All right, you're gonna go home and you're gonna watch Fight Club and you're gonna watch the first Matrix movie, and tomorrow you're gonna come in and you're gonna have whole new ideas about how life works. Okay, and we're gonna talk about it. All right.
I do attribute Fight Club kind of to opening my eyes because like, and I didn't fully get it the first couple times I watched it,
Yeah.
but like I watched it a lot.
Yeah, and I mean it's not like something that you take whole cloth, but it's also like because it's entertainment,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
like
like-
I'm not gonna go out and blow up the
Yeah.
fucking credit bureaus.
And you don't think you're Tyler Durden, and you're not trying to fucking start a fight club or anything, but like it does
Well-
like show you.
The thing I said is right.
Well, but like, you know, it gives you an idea of like how some people view the structures that we have to make the way the like our economy works, how they view it, and then like you can make your own ideas off of that. And then like a lot of the stuff that's happened more recently has opened even more people's eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
To the moon.
To the moon.
To the moon.
Yeah. Fuck Citadel.
Yeah, and I think that like so with the whole AMC GME movement, like I think there's a lot of parallels there to like, I mean, Fight Club the movie and like what's going on with like the stock market and like everything like having to do with it, and like those hedge funds and like corporations and like corporate backed super PACs. Like there's, you know, in the 90s a few select people seen what was going on and where it was headed, because it wasn't as prevalent, it wasn't as bad.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Rules or lack of regulations or things that have been put in place.
But like in the 90s, they thought it was bad.
Yeah, they thought it was bad.
And then in the early 2000s, they thought it was worse.
Yeah.
And now it's like 10 times worse than that.
And then 2008 happened, and a fuck ton of people lost a fuck ton of money, and
a couple people made a lot.
There was one of the largest transfers of wealth in the history of the world happened.
Yeah.
And then it happened again. Like the last 2 years, like we've seen one of the largest transfers of wealth.
Yeah, like 3 guys got fucking like 10 times as rich, and they were already richer than everyone else.
Yeah. And like it's just absolutely ridiculous. So like it's important in art and in media, because art is a reflection of life. Life is a reflection of art. But like it's important in this art that we like get these things out and get our frustrations out and like be able to portray these things in ways, which is why it is so detrimental that China has done what they have done. And it also amuses me because this movie is 23 years old. So they've retconned the ending to a movie that is 23 years old because they seen how impactful this movie could be. This also comes on the heels of the whole Evergrande situation.
Yeah.
And so Evergrande, which I talked about before, being a hedge fund in China, well, sort of hedge fund. Their stuff is different than ours, so I don't exactly understand how it works.
Yeah, they like do real estate, but it's also speculative.
Yeah, and it's also like common investors like us.
Yeah,
like can go in and put $10,000 on something, and like it's weird. Like it's just as sketchy, if not sketchier, than like our systems.
Yeah.
So it also comes on the heels of the Evergrande situation and all those people losing, because like so many just regular people that live in China. And like Americans like that live in China, like so many of those people have just lost money on the Evergrande situation. Yeah. So it comes on the heels of that, and I just think that they're grasping at straws because like China has been tumultuous for like a while now.
Yeah, they're the last like 2 years or so, they've been like nailing a lot of random shit down that doesn't make any sense. Like, going after their own pop stars and like fucking basically holding athletes captive and all kinds of weird shit.
It's illegal to compare me to Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? Like, how small is your dick?
It must be the smallest.
Oh bother.
Oh bother.
Didn't think we'd break Winnie the Pooh out of this episode,
but anyway.
Oh bother.
I don't know. I mean, part of me hopes China doesn't listen to our podcast because I'm gonna get assassinated.
Fuck them. Come get me.
Yeah, give me 2. Please.
No, really, I want to
die. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's just like the whole thing is ridiculous, and I mean, I don't necessarily think, like, I don't know about intervention or us intervening or, like, going to world wars over this shit with China that's happening,
Yeah.
but, like, what the fuck? Like, they need a civil war.
I don't know, man. It's fucking whack. Yeah. You had something you wanted to talk about.
I got some stuff that kind of sort of pertains to this.
Okay.
Instead of transferring money, it's transferring power. This is coming from, I found this article a couple days ago. This is from the New York Times.
Okay.
And it's titled, Love Triangle Challenges Reign of Japan's Monkey Queen. You guys already enthralled? Because I am.
I am terrified.
What?
All right. Smashing the patriarchy in the human world has been easier said than done. But last year, a 9-year-old female Japanese macaque in a reserve in southern Japan showed humans how it's done by violently overthrowing the alpha male of her troop to become the first female leader in the reserve's 70-year history.
Nice.
The macaque named, I'm probably going to butcher this name, Yaki, Yakei.
Okay.
Yaki, proceeds over a troop of 677 monkeys in Takasayama Natural Zoological Garden, which was established as a reserve for monkeys in 1952. There are 2 troops on the island's reserve, and they spend most of their time roaming the forested mountains at its center. They also make daily visits to a park at the base of the mountain, where the staff provides food. Since the reserve opened, the staff has kept tabs on the romantic and political struggles of its simian residents. It's very Game of Thrones with monkeys, is what.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. Yaki's ascent to alpha status surprised both scientists and reserve workers, who are now closely observing Yaki's reign to see how long she can maintain her supremacy. And with breeding season sending Yaki into the middle of something like a messy love triangle, some experts wonder if she may be vulnerable to a usurper. The Japanese macaque. I know, right? This is a metal article about monkeys.
Yeah, it is.
The Japanese macaque, also known as the snow monkey, is a highly intelligent species native to Japan. It is well known for its beet red bottom and affinity for soaking in hot springs. They're the ones with red butts. They got red butts.
Is Hitmonkey a macaque?
Yeah. While many animals, including bees, hyenas, and elephants, live in animal-led societies, a hostile takeover by a female is very rare in Japanese macaque society, and only a few cases have been reported in the history of primatology. Yu Garahashi, I'm sorry, buddy, research fellow at the Japan Society for the Promotion of Science, said in an email. Japanese macaque society is based on a strict hierarchy. The higher an individual monkey's rank, the greater its access to food, mates, and resting locations. Females inherit the rank just below their mothers and rarely leave the troop they were born into. Males leave their natal troop upon reaching puberty and join a new troop, where their rank is usually determined by the amount of time they have spent in the troop. However, rank is sometimes gained through acts of violence, typically male on male. Yaki confounded what primatologists expected among Japanese macaques. Last April, she beat up her own mother to claim the top spot among the females of her troop.
Whoa.
Christian Belled that shit.
She's a hard bitch.
Yeah. While most females would be content here, Yaki continued to fight. According to reserve workers, Yaki assaulted 3 high-ranking males, then came after Nanchu, who led the troop for 5 years.
Are you pulling our leg? Is this actually like Planet of the Apes synopsis?
It sounds like it, right? That's why I kept I was like enthralled by this article.
This is insane.
Yeah. At the age of 31, Nanchu was elderly for a Japanese macaque and was ultimately no match for the young and determined Yaki. She physically attacked and defeated Nanchu, consecutively acquiring the highest ranking in the troop, said Mr. Sorry about your name, buddy. Sorry, I can't pronounce it. Kayakashi. who studies the behavior of Japanese macaques. After Yaki's altercation with Anshu, reserve workers performed what is known as a peanut test, providing the monkeys with peanuts and seeing who eats first. Males and females stepped aside to let Yaki eat first, a confirmation of her alpha status.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Q, Why the Last Man coming soon to real life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
no.
is the beginning, right? I mean, like, we got to stop the women from reading this article.
Whoa.
I'm just
Whoa,
kidding.
dude.
I support. I fully support
Can't even
the
say it.
overthrowing of the patriarchy.
Yeah. There's more to this article, but it's kind of long, so I don't know.
Yeah. Jesus.
But yeah,
The
sum it
Yaki
all up.
supremacy.
Yeah. And then also during mating season, apparently macaques are polyamorous and females mate between like 3 to 4 different mates.
You go, girl.
Yeah. She's been mating with I read the whole article at lunch. She's mated with one in the past and he's coming back around, and there's one that's trying to get with her, but she doesn't want her.
Uh-huh.
So they're wondering if this like love triangle could make her vulnerable to be usurped.
I mean, sounds like the one coming around from the past is like probably also a badass. So he's just going to be like her bodyguard. I would watch this movie.
I know, right?
Like it's just the monkey, and you don't need to do like human voiceover. Like just like give me like Meerkat Manor had voiceovers, I guess, but like give me this movie. Like get these apes to play this out on screen, please.
Yeah.
They're monkeys. They're not.
Monkeys, my bad.
Yeah.
Apes are only on Reddit. I forgot.
But yeah, I stumbled across this article. I'm like, I was like enthralled. This is like monkey Game of Thrones. Like,
Yeah. That's good stuff.
yeah, 9-year-old female macaque has usurped.
So the ape coming back around is like the hound.
Yeah. Wait.
Fuck some shit up.
Yeah, apparently that male was only like ranked like 6th in the troop though. So he was kind of low.
Yeah.
Interesting.
For now.
Yeah.
Until he's the first lady, not lady ape.
The first
I'm
macaque.
done with
The
this.
first macaque. That's the name of the movie.
Yeah.
Rambo First Macaque.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah, I came across an article and I thought I would
No, that
share
was
it.
fun. That's interesting. The that being observed for the first time is
Yeah, in
It's wild.
70 years.
yeah.
Like that troop and that troop is like 600 monkeys strong. It's been for 70 years and they just have their first female
That's wild.
queen.
You go, girl.
Yeah. I hope she lives long.
I'm proud of her. Yeah,
Long live
she's
the
only
queen.
9. She's got what, like 20 more years of badass monkeyness?
If not more, monkeys live a long time.
Yeah, I don't know.
And are terrifying.
Dude, they really are. If I walked outside and there was like a random monkey, I would call into work.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't come in. There's a monkey in my front yard. We don't believe you. That's fine. I don't even give a fuck if
All
you
right.
believe me, but there is.
Bro.
My work would be like, yeah, stay home.
Yeah. I do not have a recommendation this week
Peacemaker.
other than watch more Peacemaker. Didn't I already do Peacemaker?
Oh, I don't know. Did
Yeah.
you talk about Peacemaker last week?
He did last week.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm reiterating.
Yeah, so I've continued watching Peacemaker and I've continued watching Euphoria. I have not continued watching Book of Boba Fett, which I need to do, but also episode 3 was kind of lame.
I've only seen the first episode. I need to.
I don't remember how many I've watched. I think just the
I
first
think
one.
you watched 2.
Did I watch 2?
Yeah, I think you watched the first 2. I also want to apologize to anyone, not because Euphoria has turned bad, but I also, when I suggested watching it last week, I didn't mention how much dick was in it. And that only gets worse.
Oh, apparently the next season they've cut a bunch of nudity out.
They cut a bunch of dicks.
Of Euphoria?
Mhm.
Probably dicks. Dude, there's so much dick. there's like every episode there's like 1 to 7 dicks.
1 to 7.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sometimes
That's
there's,
Lord.
sometimes there's multiple dicks in one scene. Yeah, it's wild.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And here we go.
And it's not like played for humor, which we've talked about on the show before. Like it's just like nude people.
Yeah, but you
For the
don't have
most
to
part.
beat me over the head with the dicks.
They're some of the dicks you would be like,
Please
do
don't.
not beat me over the
Please
head.
don't
with
hit
that.
me over the head with that. It'll hurt.
Yeah.
Why did the show that I run have to be about dicks all the time?
And there's like a wide variety of dicks.
There's been a lot of dick talk this episode.
Yeah.
It's not like the same stunt dick, which happens sometimes because you're like, I just seen that dick, but that's supposed to be a different person. But it's just
I
a wide
remember that
variety of
dick.
dick.
Yeah, dicks are like a fingerprint with the lilt and the veins and the
Yeah.
varying length of your
Yeah.
foreskin and
Yeah.
head shape.
And
length,
it's like a
girth.
65-inch TV, so you can't not see the dick.
That's a big dick.
It's just right there.
life size or
Yeah, sometimes
or
it
bigger.
takes up the whole screen. That's only happened like twice, but it has happened. I was just like,
Jesus.
that's just a picture of a dick.
If anyone
Fucking
walked in
HBO.
right now,
Jesus.
that happened to me twice. Watching movies with a buddy of mine, where like so he still lived with his parents, and we were watching movies at his parents' house, and his mom would be like trying to ask him a question, and he'd be like ignoring her, and so finally she'd be like, "Come in," and be like, "Hey, I need you to answer this question," and he'd pause it, and it'd be like paused. I think one of them was on like one of the American Pie movies, and it was like somebody grabbing a tit, so it was just like a tit with somebody's hand squeezing it, and he just like paused. He just randomly had paused it right there, and she's like, "What are you guys watching?" And we both looked back at the TV and died laughing. And it happened another time with like a random like anime movie or something that had like a random sex scene in it. It was like not actually hentai, but it had sex in it.
Yeah.
And like Ninja Scroll. The first Ninja Scroll had like a couple random sex scenes in it. The movie.
I've never
You
seen it.
never seen it?
No.
Have you seen Ninja Scroll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was younger.
Yeah. So like it has like the couple random sex scenes in it.
Yeah.
And then like I think it was there's one where like this bad guy it's sort of problematic. Like this one bad guy is like gonna rape this character, and he's like
Damn.
he's like a 10-foot tall rock dude, and she's like a normal woman, and he's like licking her or something. So like he paused it, and it's like this giant dude with a huge tongue like licking some woman's chest. He's like, "Why are we watching this with your parents around? This is fucking weird, dude."
This is weird.
It's like the only like 2 scenes are like this. She just happened to walk in right now. Okay. Which is true, like that.
She thought you guys were watching porn together.
Probably. Like,
I would also think that.
I would too. Like if you that's like
Did-
every time you
did
walked
she-
in, there was just like tits on the screen.
Did she say anything supportive? Like before she left the room, like she goes to close the door and then she like opens it again. It's just like, I just want to let you know that I'll support you.
No, there
matter
was never
who you
anything like
are."
that. She was way too like shy and like Puritan to be like that.
Oh,
She was just like shocked.
so it would have sounded more like, are you guys churning butter together?
No, she wouldn't have asked that question. His dad would have. His dad was hilarious. Is hilarious? I don't know if they're still alive. I don't know. I need to talk to him. But he would have been like, "You guys gay?" What? I don't care. Just asking. Like, no. Just sure fucking act like it sometimes. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Just need to know if you should stop spending the night.
Yeah.
We were jumping on the bed.
No, that never happened.
Sometimes you jump on the bed.
No, there was one time I broke one of my buddy's beds. I'm fat. I've
No.
always been fat. Shut the fuck up, Dave.
I'm trying to be supportive.
Don't
You look
be supportive
great.
like that.
He said he was
Stop.
fat. He didn't say he was ugly.
Yeah, I'm
That's
ugly
one
too.
of my favorite things.
I'm both.
You're both beautiful creatures.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, I'm trying to tell a story, and it has to do with
Tell
me
a
being
story.
overweight.
Okay.
So like my buddy, he's like 80 pounds. This dude's tiny, right? He's like short. It's kind of like he's not like super skinny, but he's not like stocky or anything either. He's just like if you just took like a normal looking guy that was not fat or built or anything and just like shrunk him down like a foot. That's this guy. And
All right.
and so like he had this bed and you know, it was fine for this like little 80-pound dude. And then like I don't remember what the fuck was going on, but I like did like a frog splash on it or something, and it just was like fucking the whole like back end of the bed just fucking crashed. His mom comes running upstairs like, "Oh my god, is everybody okay?" And we're just dying laughing like Shane just broke my bed. Like, oh my god.
That's
Tried to be Rob
hilarious.
Van Dam. And
Yep.
Did you want to say your piece about Peacemaker?
It's real funny and good, and I'm interested to see where it's going.
I need to watch it.
You do need to watch
Yeah, I
it.
don't want to like go into it super deep because like also they just like fucking like flop their fucking lore cock out a few times, and I was just like, how can you talk about that? You're completely changing like the whole DCEU. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so this is my theory on what's going to happen. James Gunn is coming back to Marvel. So James Gunn is making the transition back and forth, like from Marvel to DC, right?
Yeah.
So James Gunn is coming back to Marvel to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3 after they finally figured out whatever the fuck they needed to figure out with the contract or creative direction. James Gunn has come back to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Yeah.
Now, what I think is going to happen is I think after he's done with those,
He's gonna go fix DC.
he's going to go fix DC.
He's gonna Jeff Johns it.
Yeah. And I think that's what he's doing. I think he's planting the seeds in Peacemaker. Like,
Could
the
be.
Suicide Squad movie was pretty good.
It was
I
okay.
liked it.
It was a lot
I liked
better
it a
than
lot.
a lot of the other DC stuff.
Yeah. So if he can get
True.
if he can get the studio to stay the fuck out of his way at DC, like we could like James Gunn could go.
James
be,
Gunn becomes the DC Kevin Feige.
Yeah, the DC Kevin Feige.
Okay.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate it either.
Yeah. I don't want DC to fail.
No.
I hate that they've been failing as much as we talk about Marvel and
We-
stuff. Like I'm not
we
either
talk
or.
shit
Like,
about DC because like what they've done sucks.
Yeah.
Not because we want it to suck. We want it to be awesome. I love Batman. I love Green Lantern stuff. I'm
Yeah.
not a huge Superman fan, but like if you got fucking if you bring what's the fuck back to play him, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, and if it's done like Superman has some good stuff. Like if it's done well, like
Yeah.
the Superman stuff can be really fucking good. But you have to have a writer.
What's the name of the one? Gift for the Man Who Doesn't Need or Has Everything? What is the name of that one arc? It's
I'm not
been
sure.
adapted like 4 times, but it's still an amazing arc and it would be great for a movie.
Yeah.
Where Darkseid gives or Mongol might be Mongol gives Superman the Black Rose thing, and he like
yeah.
is like hypnotized basically,
hmm
goes into the Matrix, and it's like his life if he had never left Krypton, like if Krypton had never blown up.
Yeah.
And he has like a family and everything.
Yeah,
and
see, there's a lot of great stories to tell with Superman, but
Yeah.
you have to get into his emotions.
Yeah.
Like he can't just be
That
the
one-
weird alien guy flying around. Like
yeah, that is one of the best fucking Superman stories because it's not about Superman being super strong.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's a great story and it's been adapted several times, but like, it would make a good movie.
Yeah, it would.
Not the
And,
first one, but
like some of the stuff they tried to do in Batman versus Superman I really liked. But the movie itself just didn't work.
right.
Like, but there's a lot in there that I did actually enjoy, and like, but I mean, I do think you do kind of need to go the Boy Scout route. Like, I mean, Superman, he should be showing us what we could be. Like,
Yeah.
that's the point of the character.
They're like, it won't work in modern day and stuff. You got to have like some dirt and stuff. And it's like, Captain America,
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
And it's like, and it's fictitious. And like, I mean, that's why the Bible was worked for so long, is because you have this figure that, and it tells you to strive to be like this figure that was quote unquote perfect. Like, I mean, that's basically like, I mean, Superman's like a Jesus character. Like,
I just want to put it out there that Russell wanted this episode to be 45 minutes.
He did.
And then
we're at an hour and
he's
6.
like talking about DC and then he was talking about Fight Club and then he's talking about the financial situation of the world and like maybe you should tell himself that he wants it to be 45 minutes.
Yeah. I keep waiting for Dave to cut me off.
I will if you want me
I'm
to.
just
I got a
kidding.
game. God
I know
damn
you
it.
won't. Oh yeah, we got a game. Let's do the game.
You ready for the big brain time with Dave?
Simon Games on Kickstarter. Marvel Zombies Zombicide started last week. It's gonna end next Thursday, the 3rd of February. $500,000 goal. They're at like 4.8 million right now. There's a shitload of stretch goals and everything. All in right now costs about $560. You can get most of it for $130 or $240. So if you're into miniatures games, especially Zombicide, or if you're into Marvel Zombies in particular, go check it out.
They look crazy.
Yeah, it looks
Some of
nuts.
those sculpts look insane.
Yep.
Check it out.
What's it all about? All right. We're gonna play a game.
Okay. Let's play a game.
Welcome to Dave's Big Brain Time. Hanging Brain with Dave.
Hanging Brain with Dave.
Did we get an email about
Yeah.
that?
I
did not check, and my phone
Fuck,
was videoing.
Jesus.
All right. Hanging Brain with Dave is what we're gonna call it.
All right.
This quiz, last time we did action movies.
Mm.
This time we're doing 80s movies and TV.
Okay.
You guys get your big pants on and your original Coca-Cola, and get ready. Oh, yeah. And your buzzers. Shane, does your buzzer work?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yep. I stalled a new one for you. Russell, is your buzzer working?
That's not a shotgun. It's my penis.
I regret putting that one on that one. But all right.
What the fuck?
All right. You guys know the game. I'm going to ask you a question. And
Okay.
you're going to, when you know the answer, you're going to buzz in
Okay.
with your weird buzzers.
Yeah.
Just so we know, the games are Shane has won 1 game. Russell's won 0 games.
Yep.
You ready?
Yes.
Which 80s movie was the highest grossing film of the decade?
Woo! Oh, man.
Real thinker on this one. No one's buzzed in. This is Dave doing commentary.
That's not a shotgun. That's my penis.
Russell.
Beverly Hills Cop.
No.
He didn't actually hit his buzzer.
That's
He
true.
just
We
said
have it on
that
film.
Well, I was wrong anyway, so go ahead.
Fuck. I don't know. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Shane.
Return of the Jedi.
Nope.
So that was like 80 something, right?
I was like
82.
80 to you, I think. It was E.T., the extraterrestrial.
Oh, duh.
It also sold the least video games ever.
That's very true also. Number 2, we got 0-0.
Yeah.
No one's won yet. Which 80s movie was Alan Rickman's first feature film role?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Shane.
Die Hard.
Hell yeah. When you put that buzzer, I'm like, uh-oh. I installed the wrong buzzer. All right, Russell. He's beating you by 1.
Yep.
Which 80s movie spawned 6 sequels and a TV series?
6
sequels
and a
TV series.
6 total movies or 6 sequels?
6 sequels and a TV series.
Oh, fuck.
6 sequels and a TV series.
They're all thinking out loud. They have contemplative looks on their face.
I know one that has 5 in a TV series.
Maybe that's it. Who knows?
I don't think so.
didn't think these were that tough questions.
I don't know. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Shane.
Lethal Weapon.
No.
Yeah.
That was 4.
I thought there was 5.
No, it was only 4.
4 sequels.
There's Lethal Weapon 1 through 4.
I thought there was a 5th.
No, that's Always Sunny. There's a 5th one in Always Sunny.
Oh, well.
Russell, got a guess?
Fucking, that's not a shotgun. That's my penis.
You don't have to buzz in because I was asking you the question, but all right.
Oh, okay. Fucking, I don't remember there being a Friday the 13th series, but Friday the 13th.
No, there was a Friday the 13th series, but it wasn't about the show. And no, that's still wrong, though.
Okay.
And there's also 10 of those.
Yeah, way more than 6.
It was Police Academy.
Oh, fucking duh. Damn it. I know these.
I didn't know there was 7 Police Academy movies.
Apparently.
That's wow, guys.
I almost made some like weird sound effects to see if you guys give you a hint, but all right. Which 80s theme song was entirely instrumental and reached number 1 in multiple countries due to a remix?
Due to a remix? Fucking, that's not a shotgun, that's my penis. The Beverly Hills theme cop song.
I will take that. Yes. Axel F. But
yeah, that's what it's called. I couldn't remember what it was called.
Yeah.
The Crazy Frog remix.
Good job, Russell.
Yeah.
All right.
1-1.
I got one.
Yeah, you did. Good job, bud.
Good job, bud.
So proud.
He just had Beverly Hills Cop on the brain, though.
I just knew it was going to be the answer to something.
Eventually.
I told it beforehand. I didn't. Which 1980s theme song was recorded in just 3 hours? This is probably a hard one.
Yeah, what?
What? I'm just sitting here.
That's not a shotgun, that's my penis.
Russell.
Is it We Are the World? Because that was the theme song for The World.
That's true. That was a theme song for The World.
I'll miss some more.
I wasn't humming it. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I don't know.
Don't you forget about me. Yep.
Huh.
Breakfast Club?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which movie marked the beginning of a long string of successful Disney movies, sometimes called the Disney Renaissance era?
That's not a shotgun, that's my penis.
Russell.
That would be Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Incorrect.
Yeah, what?
Snow White was from like the 50s.
Yeah. Snow White's
You
super
are
old,
correct.
bud. Fuck.
That is not a Disney movie.
I didn't buzz in. I'm still thinking. Nah, I don't know.
The Little Mermaid.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Made this quiz too hard, I guess.
Hey, man, the other one was in our wheelhouse, okay? I got the action movie. I got one of the 2 action movie questions. He got the other one, all right?
Fair. All right. This is a movie quote.
Okay.
So give me the movie. Carpe diem, boys. Seize the day. Make your lives
That's not a
extraordinary.
shotgun, that's my penis.
Russell.
Dead Poet Society.
Correct.
It's my favorite movie ever.
So now it's 2-1.
Yep.
Russell leads.
I don't want to win the 80s movie category. What the fuck?
What is the name of a 1986 film starring Chuck Norris that was inspired by an aircraft hijacking that occurred the year before?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker?
Shane?
Delta Force?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes.
I was going to say that, but I didn't think it was right.
2-2. It's all tied up.
Got another action movie one.
I'm just doing action movie quizzes, apparently. You ready?
Yeah.
I Am, a 1987 movie based on the book of the same name and directed by Brian De Palma. My story tells a real-life federal agent and his small team going against a very famous Chicago mobster in the Prohibition era. What movie am I?
That's not a shotgun, that's my penis.
Russell.
The Untouchables.
Yep. 3-2. Shane, you were close, but you
I mean, I hit my buzzer. It just didn't go off.
I gotta fix that. All right, you guys ready for the last question?
Yeah.
It is currently Russell 3, Shane 2.
Why are we making it like this? I'm going to tie it up.
Then I got to think of a question, another question.
No.
All right. You ready?
Ready.
Burt Reynolds, Farrah Fawcett, Roger Moore, Jackie Chan, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Bianca Jagger, Jimmy the Greek, and Dom DeLuise as Victor Prinzen, a.k.a. Captain Chaos, are engaged in a cross-country race with practically no rules and even less taste.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I forgot my phrase.
Shane.
Cannonball Run?
Yep.
Okay.
Now it's 3-3. It is tied. Now I gotta find I didn't think this far ahead. What's Dave's favorite movie from 1984?
84?
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker?
Shane.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I think that was a little bit later.
Was that later?
I think so.
It's not a shotgun. That's my penis.
Russell?
Also, why does my phrase sound like a Jeopardy category?
You're the one. I put the buzzer in for you. I don't know why I did it.
Is it the Toxic Avenger?
It is.
Oh.
Russell wins the quiz.
Ooh.
All right.
I just Judd Nelson. It's a Breakfast Club reference.
But you didn't get the Breakfast Club question.
Yeah.
All right. This has been Big Brain Time with Dave.
Hanging Brain with Dave.
/ Hanging Brain with Dave.
We'll have to check the email after this.
Yes, please.
Follow up with us on our Spider-Man No Way Home podcast where I will read the emails because I'll have my phone.
Yeah, the next week.
Next week.
Next week.
All right.
Also, write us.
Please.
DraftyQ@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter @DraftyQ.
Yes.
Find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Yep.
Give us 5 stars.
Please,
Subscribe.
Please do.
Leave
Also,
reviews.
Go like my Call of Duty TikTok videos.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that part.
I did.
Please. Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome. You didn't like any of my videos. Spoiler, I don't have any.
Not yet. We haven't filled the hot tub up yet.
That's true. Get that hot tub in. I'm TikToking all day. All right. Well, let us wrap this up. Another exciting episode of the Hostful. Because this has been the DQB Does Hostful. I've been ya boy.
Yeah, boy.
And my hype man Shane is here.
Hey.
AKA the Shane Dog.
Woof woof.
AKA the Shane Board.
Beep boop.
And Shane Nasty.
Ew.
You wanted this to be a radio show, Russell. It's your fault.
It's just
I
me.
love it.
It's just me being a radio show.
Yeah, I need to do it too.
We also have Ramblin' Russell.
I don't know what to do for rambling.
I don't either.
Ramble. Well, I mean, you
Other
did
than just
that.
do I just keep going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess we're to the next nickname.
Russellmania.
Arg.
And then AKA Russell Crowe. I gotta work on it.
I'm bringing hell with me.
The wrong one? It's Kurt Russell.
That was Kurt Russell.
What was Kurt?
You tell him I'm coming, and I'm bringing hell with me.
Oh,
that's Kurt Russell.
I meant to say unleash hell.
Oh,
And on my command, unleash hell. There we go. I got it.
Use that
on
one.
my command, unleash hell.
there you go.
production of the Drafty Quarters Podcast Network.